Howdy folks, welcome back to Salad Pocket Takers. Today we're down in here with the saw blade on my weed eater, where I showed you a couple of days ago. In here around my Dunstan chestnuts, needs cleaned out a little better, and we got a little pile of stuff there, and I see there's some here standing that I didn't get, and I want to go through there and get the punji sticks that are sticking up, cut off a little lower. And if I just get cleaned out between this one and the one that's right over there and around here, and get the rest of this knocked out to where I can see down from the porch up there, I'll be happy with that today if I get that far. And if I get real energetic, I'll go on down along here, and the hazelnut bush at the end of that stuff right there, maybe clear out alongside it. But I doubt I'm going to tackle the rest of this today. We'll just have to see how things go and how I'm feeling. Okay, this tree right here in front, that's the one that I come in beside. And I need a chair. I need someplace to sit down here. I really need a chair to bring it brought down to where I can sit in the shade, take my breaks. We got the weed eaters laying on the trail that was there that I walked in on. We've got some of that cleared out to where you can see down in here somewhat from up at the cabin, where right here's the trail that comes down in, and there's a little bit of brush that I've cleared out, and I got a little more together up and through there, and I got somewhat taken care of, because the other chestnut tree, the third one's right there, where it don't look like I ever actually, well, I know I did, but I haven't since the initial cutting out done any cutting out around the upper side on it. Don't look like. And then the third one's right there. I'm standing almost right in the middle of all three of them, which I have been keeping this area cleaned out fairly well. But I'm never going to keep up with the brush, I don't think. I'm always going to have to do some clearing. I'm really hoping these trees get big enough to shade some of this other stuff out to where I don't have to cut so often. But they've been in the ground 10 years, and they are starting to put out a little bit of shade, where these ferns here in front of me, I may end up just leaving them alone, not cutting them down this year. Because I'd rather have the ferns in here underneath my chestnuts than have the birch trees. And at some point this year, I need to, this was my old opening, my old tree stand stood back there. Yeah, get my finger in there. That maple tree, yeah, right in there. That big maple tree, and then my tree stand set to the right of it that I originally put up. So this was my first clearing I made, and I kind of planted these trees at 40 yards, I think, from the tree stand, and had some other stuff planted a little closer, like that other chestnut that I showed you in 2 videos ago. I think it's been now, or maybe 3. And the apple tree here that's probably 15 yards out there from that last chestnut. That chestnut that we're looking at right in behind it is my last Blue Hills Wildlife Nurseries Turning Point crab apple. And then I planted a few oaks in along here too that were within bow range of the tree stand. And I kind of want to keep this area cleared out somewhat, but I want to keep it in early successional growth, I think it is. But I don't want it all grown. I want some growth in here to provide some extra screening from the road and make the deer feel a little safer, but I don't want everything all grown up at this point in time. And I need to get in here and I really need to spend 2 or 3 days in here at least cutting stuff back, but I probably won't hit that until cooler weather. That may wait till after hunting season to happen. Also, over this way, I've got a couple of chestnut trees that still need cut out, and I will get to that eventually sometime this year, but that may wait till after hunting season's over with too. And I really don't know if I'm gonna put any more on this video or not. Thanks for watching. Okay, I thought I'd go over some of the stuff that we use whenever we have our cookouts. I don't know if you can read the Cambro on the top of this container. It'll keep your food hot or cold. There's 3 separate containers in here, and there's room in the bottom if you would want to put a sterno can under them or some ice under them to keep stuff cold. And the shooting in the background. My neighbor's up. And I wish back in the late 80s or early 90s, whenever it was, when Marlboro had their miles on the packs of cigarettes, I wish I'd have got another set of this barbecue set, because the tongs and the spatula are the only ones I've ever found that are long enough to use on a grill or over a fire. And the set had a brush in it, and I think a knife, and may have had something else, but I don't even, it was in a red bag, or a red cloth type bag, and there was a spatula, the tongs, a basting brush, and a knife at least in it, and I don't know where the bag is anymore. And then I like a cheap pair of welding gloves anytime I'm up here working around the fire cooking, because our grill, we took the top 2 pieces out of an old worn out grill, and then 2 pieces of rebar. Then Barry ended up tacking them on there, put about an inch weld at the ends and in the middle where they meet. And I ain't concerned about the rust on my grill, because we end up putting foil on the top of it anyhow, which I'll more than likely bring you back later whenever I am doing some of the cooking. It's around 2:30 here on the 4th, and we're supposed to eat at 5, so I'll more than likely start cooking here in the next half hour or so, because I've got, I think, about 15 or 16 hot sausages to cook, and 5 sweet sausages, and then about 20 burgers, and around 15 pieces of chicken here later on. My brother's bringing up, so I'm gonna have to start cooking some of the stuff here within the next half an hour, to where I have some of each done by the time people start showing up. And then once I do get things cooked, I'll put chicken in one, sausage in one, and burgers in the other container there in the Cambros, and keep things warm until people get here. Sausages are still frozen together a little bit, which they didn't thaw out in the cooler. I don't know if you can hear them cooking or not, but they got things going. Okay, here's first round of sausage, which that one pack of hot over that way didn't break up right away. So they got a little more bone marks on them. Smell good? Got the burgers cooking now. A little garlic and onion powder on them. We went through, cooked 1 dozen of them, I think, and another dozen on there cooking. And there's the cook now. Michael's cooking them.
Michelle, I see these pictures, get these pictures of Brooke for blackmail, and you say you can't cook.
She knows I can cook.
I don't know if Emmy's coming up. I mean, that's what Tom was today, but she didn't answer back whether she's coming or not. I don't know if they were.
Got Mikey flipping burgers. And I did test 2 of the sausages and 1 of the burgers already. Everything so far seems to be coming out good. Get up there. Come on, shoot it.
They ain't gonna hurt you.
Brooke, show her how you shoot it.
Brooke can shoot. Brooke shoots them.
And you
Shoot
shoot
it.
right-handed. Then
Don't
you
hit
shoot
the apple tree.
left-handed. If you're not used to shooting left-handed all the time,
He's loaded.
that's when it gets you. And then you shot with both hands. When you shoot with both hands, you put your thumb goes
Don't hit the
along
apple
here,
tree.
but this thumb
You're
here,
shooting at the
you don't want
tea
it
bottle.
on here. You want it out alongside this one. If he doesn't, if it isn't out
You hit the
alongside
apple tree.
that
She
one,
hit the bottle with the
you
first
have it
shot.
up there. It's gonna pound it right in the end of it.
Okay, now it's a little after 7 o'clock, probably about 20 after 7. Everybody's left up here. I got the trash down there in that burn pit burning. And the only thing I didn't get done was take my tarp down, which had sprinkled on us a little bit, and I didn't want to put the tarp away wet. I just hope we don't get no real high winds up here till I get it down. And I didn't shoot no video while we were eating or when everybody was here, because I don't know who all would want to be on YouTube and who wouldn't. Other than I took a little clip there trying to talk my mom into shooting the pistols while they had them out up here, but she wouldn't do it, even after Brooke showed her all the more that it kicks. Hope everybody has a good 4th of July. Thanks for watching.